Fine, thank you. How are you? Good afternoon.
I'm doing great. Thank you. Nice to have you here in class.
Nice, nice to meet too.
All right. Very good. Now, welcome everybody to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we are going to be taking a look at the book we've been going over for the past while. It's called Talk, Talk, Talk. Okay. If you do not have it, okay, if you don't have the book, I'm putting it here in the chat box right now. Okay, it's the link is in both the Verbling chat and the Google chat. All right. Okay, very good. So we have Danielle here. We also have Hugo. Hi there, Hugo. How are you?
Hi, teacher. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. And how about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you. Hugo, where are you from?
I'm from China.
From China?
Yeah.
Great, great. Well, nice to meet you. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Okay, we also have Pablo. Hi there, Pablo. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing great, thanks.
Awesome, awesome. Very nice. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Now, today we are going to be talking about describing things. Okay. So when you open up your book, you can go to page number 3. Okay, and it will take you to the table of contents. And we've gone through describing people, emotions. Now we're going to be on chapter 11. This is describing things. So it's page number 39. Okay, so page number 39. Okay. All right, let's see here. Hi there, Carmen. How are you?
Hello, Chad. Hello, everybody in the room. I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Good, good. And let's see here, Osama. How are you? All right. Very good. Okay, so Carmen, we're looking at the book Talk, Talk, Talk.
Yeah, I have downloaded it. Yes, I've got it.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. All right, and we are talking about describing things here. Okay. Very nice. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. All right. So Carmen, let me have you read this the first 2 paragraphs, please, about the lesson.
Okay. Sometimes you may be asked to describe something, what it looks like, and its function or purpose. For example, you may be talking to a person, not tap on the latest technology devices, or telling someone about the newest time-saving kitchen gadget. When you're describing objects, you use adjectives, words that describe nouns, such as the size, color, shape, material made from, thickness, texture, etc.
Okay, very good. Okay, so the important thing here is that when we are describing things, okay, we use adjectives. Okay, adjectives are words that describe nouns. Okay, so describing things, we use adjectives. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at our first one. Now, we are going to be talking about how to ask what something ask for a description, as well as responding to the description. Okay. All right. So let's take a look here, and let's go to Danielle first. And Danielle, please
Yes.
read. Please read through the first 3.
What does it look like? It's big. with 8 hairy arms. How big how big is it? It's 3 feet by 4 feet by 5 feet. How much does it weigh? It weighs 75 pounds.
Okay, good, good. All right, so we have a few different questions here. All right, when we're asking what it looks like, okay, this is a general question. Okay, a general question. We want to know as much information as you can give me, okay, about what it appears like. Okay, I bought a new car yesterday. Oh, really? What does it look like? Oh, it's red. Okay, and the inside of the car is tan. Okay, and it has leather seats. Okay, it's a manual shift. Okay, so you're going to describe as much as you can about it. Okay, and about what it looks like. Okay, what you can see. Okay, and this is a general question. Okay, and instead of saying what it looks like, you can also ask what a person looks like. Okay, I have a new girlfriend. Okay, oh yeah, what does she look like? Oh, she's very beautiful. Very beautiful, long black hair, okay, dark eyes, tan skin, okay, very tall, okay. So you can ask what other people look like, and we've talked about that a little bit in describing people. All right, so we can use this same question in asking about things as well as people. Okay, big. Okay, big sometimes refers to the height. Okay, as well as the size around. So big is referring to size. Okay, how big is it? The building, how big is it? Oh, it's 100 meters tall. Okay, or okay, you're talking about the distance around the building. Okay, things like that. Okay, how big? I bought a new car. Oh, how big is it? It's a small car. It's a compact car. It has 2 doors. Okay, it's a small car, right? So, do we have to be specific? No, we don't have to be too specific like this. We can use words like small, okay, huge, okay, medium size, okay. What other words? What other words do you guys know to describe size? Okay, Hugo, do you know any other words to describe size? Like small, huge, medium?
It's little.
Little.
It's little. Yeah.
Okay, little's good. All right. Osama, do you know any other words?
Large.
Large. Okay. And we can also use adverbs here. Okay, saying very large or very little, very small. Right? Okay, things like that. Okay. Let's see here. Pablo, do you know any other words to help to describe how big something is?
Tiny?
Tiny, yeah, tiny's a great one.
Tight.
Okay, yes. Tight, tight is going to be how something fits. Okay.
Okay.
So as we wouldn't use tight to describe how big something is. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. So weight. Okay. Weight as well. Okay. How much does it weigh? Okay. We could also ask. Okay. How heavy? Okay. If I bend down and I go, oh, whoa, this box is heavy. Wow. How heavy is it? It's got to be 75 pounds. Okay, which is about 35 kilos, something like that. What's up?
For a person, you can.
Yes, you can ask, but not heavy. Okay, because that would be considered rude.
Okay.
Okay, so we would ask how much do you weigh?
Okay.
Okay, for a person, how much do you weigh? Okay, and maybe for a guy, it's not as rude to say, yeah, how heavy are you? Okay, if it's a guy, that would be okay. But typically, we ask, how much do you weigh?
For a woman.
Okay. For a woman, and yeah, it's a typical way of asking. Okay.
You can't ask.
What's that?
You can't ask about
Yeah, you can't ask a
her
woman.
weight.
No, she'll get mad at you, and she won't go out on a second date with you. Right. So okay, very good. Let's go to absolutely. Carmen says. Absolutely, yes. No second date for you. You do not ask the weight. Okay, Hugo.
Yeah.
Okay, Hugo, please read the next three, please.
Okay. What color is it? It's bright yellow, brighter than a banana. What's it made out of? It's made of plastic and aluminum.
Aluminum.
What is it? Aluminum. Lum. Okay. What is it? It's a garlic press.
Okay, good, thank you. Okay, so okay, notice here when we ask what color it is, we can give basic colors. Okay, basic colors are okay, but notice here, bright yellow. Okay, so the color I'm using here on the board, you guys, that would be considered bright yellow. Okay, so when we highlight, this tool that I'm using, this right here, this is a highlighter. And so typically highlighters are considered to be bright. Okay, bright, right? Now when we describe colors, we can say bright. Okay, we can also say dark. Okay, we can say like dark black. Okay, we can also say soft pink. Okay, so a soft color would be sort of a light. Okay, we can also say light, light red. Okay, so those are other adjectives that we can use to describe words. So if you were talking about me, okay, and I went in and I robbed your house. I robbed your house and I was wearing a mask. Okay, and they said, what was the robber wearing? He was wearing a dark black t-shirt. Okay, dark black. So we can add dark. You can just say dark. Okay, and that's really simple, right? But you could say, you can say a black t-shirt, sorry. But if you wanted to add some more, you could say dark black. Okay, or if it was a lighter color, you could say maybe gray, okay, or a light brown, something like that. So if you were to look at, okay, this is for my contacts. So if we were to look here, so here at the bottom, this would be dark blue. Up here at the top, this would be light blue or a soft blue. Dark blue, soft blue. Okay. So that's the difference in how we can explain colors, okay, in the shades of colors, okay. Okay. All right. What is it made out of? Okay. This question is asking about material. Okay. What is the material? Okay, what is the material? Yeah, my car is metal. It's made of metal. Okay, so we have basic basic materials that things are made out of. All right, let's name some of them. Okay, I said metal. What other types of material do you guys know of?
Iron.
Leather.
Iron.
Leather. Leather.
Iron.
That's good. Say that again, Carmen.
Iron.
Iron. Good.
Brass.
Brass. That's good.
Silver, gold,
Silver. Yes, silver. Gold.
Plastic.
Plastic. Yes.
Clay.
Clay. Yeah, that's a good one. What else? How about glass?
Mm.
yeah.
Liquid.
Yeah, it's made out of liquid. Okay. What else? What other material? How about wood?
Oh,
Wood. Yeah, I got a new desk. Oh, is it metal? No, it's made out of wood. Oh, that's nice.
Wool.
false good.
False wood. Okay. How about cloth? Cloth for clothing. Okay, so the material. Okay, the cloth. What cloth is it? Okay.
Silk.
Oh, it's wool. It's silk. Good.
Could be fabric.
Yes, you can say fabric. Okay, instead of cloth, you can say fabric. Okay, you can say
Rock.
silk.
Stone.
What's that?
Cotton,
Cotton. Yes. I love cotton. Whoops. Double T. Okay, any others? What
Stone.
is it? Say that again.
Stone. Rock.
Ooh, I don't understand that one. Can you type it in the chat box?
Yeah.
Oh, stone. Stone, very good. Yeah.
Marble.
Marble. Yeah, that's a good one. Very expensive marble.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, good. So when we're asking what it's made out of, we want the material. Okay, the material. Okay. All right, what is it? This is when we have no clue. Okay, we do not know what the object is. Okay, and we just want to know what it is. Okay, so and it's just a basic question. What is it? And then it is this. Okay, very good. Okay, next one. Let's go to Osama.
yes.
Okay, let me have you read the next three, Osama. Actually, the next four. Go ahead and finish up the list.
Okay, what does it do? It puts a sharp point on wooden pencils. What the purpose of a refrigerator? The purpose of a refrigerator is to keep food cold so it does not spoil. What do you use a cheese grater for? A cheese grater is used to make small strips of cheese from a larger block. How does a water heater work? Water is collected in a large tank and heated by either gas or electricity.
Okay, very good. All right, so there's one typo here. It's going to be in this second one. Okay, so it would be what's the purpose? Instead of what the purpose, we need an S, apostrophe S. Whoops. Okay, so it's what's the purpose, you guys. So make sure to make a correction on there. Instead of saying what the purpose, what is the purpose of a refrigerator? Okay. Now, if it was if this is plural, then we would say no, it'd still be what is. What is the purpose of milk? Okay. If it's a non-count, okay, we wouldn't do anything with the verb. Okay. All right. So, what does it do? Okay, we're talking about action. Okay. What does it do? Okay, we're talking about the action. Tell me what verbs. Okay, when we ask this question, we are asking about the verb that it completes. Okay, the verb. Okay, what action? Okay, what's the purpose? Okay, purpose in this case, you guys, is function. Okay, what's the function of, in this case, refrigerator? Okay, what's the purpose of a calculator? Okay, to calculate large math problems. Okay, what's the purpose? Okay, now this question here is not used as much as this one. Okay, so instead of saying what's the purpose of, we usually say this other one. Okay, we usually use this one more often. What do you use blank for? Okay, what do you use a cheese grater for? Okay, we're asking about the function. In both of these two here, we're asking about the function. I say the second one more often than the first one. Okay, what do you use blank for? Okay, and this is when you're asking just the functionality of something. Okay, the last one is really important. Okay, it's really important. Work. Okay, when we say this word work, we're not asking about the job. Okay, we're asking how does it function. Okay, here we're asking what is the function. Okay, what is the purpose of it? This other one is how does it function. Okay, if you got a new phone, okay, you got a new phone. Ah, man, how does this work? Okay, how does this work? How do I get this to function for me? Okay, or maybe it's a new video game. Okay, or a new video game console or something like that, or a new gadget. Okay, how does this work? Okay, how does, or if we're just asking about, an air conditioner. Okay, how does an air conditioner work? How does it cool the air? How does it work? Okay, this question here is really, really popular. Okay, when we are asking how, asking about the functionality. Okay, any questions here, you guys, with these questions?
No, okay.
Nope. And Albanese or Albanese? How would I pronounce your name? Or Albanese? Hello? No, I cannot hear you. Okay. All right. So if there aren't any questions, we'll keep going. I want to get to the practices here. Okay. All right. Very good. So our first practice. Let's see. Okay, we're not going to be working in partners. Okay, we're just going to be working here in the class. Pablo, can I have you read this this paragraph, please? Read our instructions to us.
Okay. Pair practice. Do you or your family have a grandfather clock or any other antique items that has been handed down from one generation to the next? Tell your partner about it using some of the ideas for the discussion below. Your partner should ask questions to get more information.
Okay, very good. Now, you can talk about an item that has been passed down through your family, okay? Or you can talk about your favorite, okay, your favorite item, okay? But okay, I want you to describe it as much as you can, okay? Now, we here in class we can ask you questions as well. Okay, so I want you to describe its age. So first tell us what it is. Okay, what it is. Okay, its age and maybe its history. Okay, and why it's important to you or your family. Okay, if it's your favorite object. Okay, and then we won't do these last two unless you have an antique item. Okay, but I think if we do your favorite item, this might help out. And then we in class are going to ask you questions, okay, about that item. Okay. All right. So let's start off here with Pablo.
Okay, so I have to ask these questions or to answer them?
You are first going to tell us about your favorite item that you have, and then we here in class are going to ask you questions. The questions are going to be based off of these up here.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll ask you questions about the item. So we want you to tell us what it is. Whoops. Okay, so what it is, and then how old is it? Okay, what its history, why you got it. Okay, so the history would be why you got it. Okay, and then why it's important to you, and then we'll ask other questions.
Okay. So
okay.
It is a jackknife that my grandfather gave to me, and this jackknife was used by the father of my grandfather when he was in the Spanish Civil War, and he used it to peel or all the fruits or some food that he needed when he had to lunch in which be running out of time. So
Wow.
he has given it to my grandfather, and my grandfather has given it to me because my dad didn't like it.
Okay, so instead of saying has given it, we would just use it in past. My great grandfather gave it to my grandfather, and my great grandfather gave it to me. Or my grandfather gave it to me. So we wouldn't use present perfect. Okay, we would just use simple past. Okay. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Let's see here, Carmen. So he's talking about a knife here. What questions could you ask about this to have him describe it? Okay, so ask Pablo here one question about his knife.
Pablo, please, can you tell me how big it is?
Good.
It is small, maybe the size of a pencil.
Ah, okay. Okay, very good. Daniel, okay, another question for Pablo about his knife.
What is made out of?
It is made out of steel.
Okay, the whole thing is there other materials on the knife?
And the handle is made of wood.
Sorry?
Ah, good.
Made of? The handle?
Wood, I think he said.
Wooden.
This wood?
Yeah, he said wood.
Okay.
The handle was made of wood.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So metal and wood. Awesome. Okay. Nice. And Hugo. What's another question you could ask Pablo about this family item?
How much does it weigh?
Good.
Can you repeat the question, please?
I mean, how? How heavy does it?
Okay. Well, it is really heavy because it is small, but steel is a very heavy material, so it weighs a lot of grams, unless it is small.
Okay. About how many grams, if you had to guess, how many grams would it weigh?
Maybe 600 grams.
Okay.
And what do you use it for?
Now I use it only for peeling the fruit I want to eat.
Okay. Very nice. So who will you pass the knife on to?
So I think I will pass it to my son, telling him all the story of his great father when I
Cool.
have the opportunity.
All right. Awesome, man. Very good. Very good. Okay. Thank you, Pablo. And nice job, class. Great questions. Okay, let's go to Carmen. Carmen, same thing for you. Is there anything in your family that has been passed down that you could describe to us? If not, you can choose an item that's your favorite item, anything like that. Okay.
Okay. Well, I've got one because my mom is called Carmen, my grandmother was called Carmen, and my great grandmother was called Carmen too. So it's not just the name has been passed on in the family, but I've got a heart-shaped necklace that is with the name Carmen engraved on it. It's a
Oh,
silver
nice.
one. Yes, it's a silver one, and I really love it. I don't use it very often because I don't want to lose it, but um, it's like a memory treasure for me because it belonged to my great grandmother, and
Great.
we have all in common because we got the same name. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I cannot pass it on my daughter because I have no daughters. I've got sons. So I'll have when my son's married, perhaps my how can I say that? My
Granddaughter.
daughter-in-law, yeah, my daughter-in-law, perhaps they're going to choose someone is called Carmen too, so I will pass it on to her.
Okay, cool. That's a great story. Okay, so let's see here. So it's a necklace. Okay, next with Carmen. Okay. All right. So Danielle, first question for you. Okay,
Yes.
what's a question you could ask Carmen about her necklace?
How old is it?
I don't know. It belonged to my great granddaughter, grandmother, so I don't know. 3 generations, I think.
Wow.
More than 100.
Yeah, I don't know, but something like that.
Okay. All right. Very good. Hugo, next question.
What's the color it is?
It's a silver one. It's a silver necklace. Um, hasn't got any colors. It's all silver, and that's it.
Okay. So the whole thing is silver. Now,
Yeah.
Hugo, instead of saying what color it is, okay, it would be what color and then is.
Okay.
Okay, so we switch the verb and the subject. What color is it?
What
Okay.
color? Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. Okay, so it's completely silver. All right, very nice. And let's see, Pablo. Any next one for you? Next question is for you.
Okay. Um, what do you use your necklace for? Might it be an amulet?
Well, perhaps just because it belongs to my family. I don't wear it very often, but I just keep it because it's like a memory that I've got from my family.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And is it a very big necklace? Is it very long, or does it
Mm,
stay? Is it one of those that stays close to the neck?
yeah, it stays close to the neck, but it's a small one. It's got
It's small.
Yeah, it's a heart-shaped necklace. It's not very large. It's not very huge. It's just a tiny one, and it sticks close
Okay.
to the neck. It's true.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Nice job, Carmen. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Great. Let's go to Danielle. Danielle, tell us about something that might have been passed on from one generation to another in your family. If not, you can tell us about a favorite item of yours.
Okay, it's a car. It's a old car, a
Hmm.
4x4.
Hmm.
It was to my father, and it's the brand is Land Rover.
Oh,
It's
cool.
yes, uh, it's very nice to drive
Hmm.
with it,
Hmm.
and I don't know, is it
Okay. All right. Why is it significant to your family? Why is it important?
because my father died,
Hmm.
and it is his favorite things in the world. His soul
It
car.
was. Yeah.
It
So
was.
it was his
Yes.
favorite thing, his most favorite thing in the
Yes.
world. Okay.
It's not more valuable, but it's it's funny to drive.
It's fun. It's fun to
It's
drive
fun
instead
to
of
drive.
funny.
Yes,
Fun.
it's fun. Sorry.
Okay. Good. All right. Very nice. Okay. So it's an old 4x4 Land Rover. Hugo. You get the first question.
Um, I mean, what color is it?
It's ivory color.
Sorry?
Okay.
I
The the
ivory
whole
ivory.
Okay.
the whole thing is ivory color.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And how about the color on the inside? So you can ask, you guys, you can ask, what color is it on the outside? What color is it on the inside?
In the
So,
inside, it's light brown, and the sheets are mm, mm, black,
dark black.
dark
Okay.
black, and the steering wheel and stick gear are black too.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know
Very
what
good.
to say in English. The reds where the the steering wheel is located,
That's the
front
console.
console also. Okay,
Okay.
console. It's
Daniel, are these seats made out of leather?
sorry,
Are the seats made out of leather?
I don't understand.
Mm,
Okay.
but
So she's saying, made. Are they made out of leather?
It's made out of le-
The seats. So are the seats made
ah.
out of leather?
It's a false leather.
Okay.
Yes. When the sun touch the seat, you can you can you can feel the heat.
The heat. Okay.
Yes, on
Chad, would you
your
say
Yes, Carmen.
would you say fake leather or false leather?
Um, uh, fake. I would probably say fake leather.
fake.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
plastic,
Okay.
maybe.
All right. Very good. And Pablo, what's your question?
Okay, I don't know if it's going to be correct, but how many horsepower does it have?
Good.
It's only 60 power. It's not powerful.
Okay, it's not very powerful.
It's not very
Six-
powerful. No.
Okay, so 60
It's very
horsepower.
noisy.
Okay. All right. Now, with the car as well as horsepower, we typically ask the year. Okay.
Yes.
So what year is it?
Mhm. It's year 18. Sorry, 60 horse.
64?
60 horse.
No, a
In
year.
Spanish, I don't know what to say in English. Eh, caballos de potencia.
Yeah. And that's okay because Pablo was asking the horsepower, right?
Horsepower.
But I'm asking the year. Okay, el año, the year.
Year, sorry. It's 20 years old.
Okay, so 84.
84, yes.
Okay, so it's a 19. So yeah, the question I asked you guys was, what year is it? And that's a typical
Yes,
question with vehicles.
yes.
Okay, and your answer would be it's an, okay. You can say it's an 84. Okay, or you could say it's a 1984 if you wanted to. Okay, something like that, and that'd be okay, right?
I think
Okay,
it's 94.
say that again.
Uh, I said it's 20 years old, so I think it's
Oh,
94, right?
94. Yeah, 94. Yeah, you're right. Instead of 84. Yes, I did 30 years old. 94. Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Hugo. Hugo,
Yeah.
you are last. Okay. So, tell us about an object or a something from your family that has been passed on from one generation to the other.
Not really some old things I have from family, but my favorite thing currently is the Kindle from Amazon, the Kindle reader.
Oh, the Kindle.
Yeah, the Amazon Kindle reader.
Okay. All right, and so so this would be probably your favorite object. So tell us about the object, why it's important to you. Okay. How long ago you got it? Okay, something like that.
Yeah, I bought it directly from Amazon USA, and because
Okay.
I'm living in China, it will carry the overseas. I think. I mean, probably uh, go to China on air, something like that.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. So let's go to Pablo. First question. Okay. He's talking about a Kindle here.
How big is it?
And the screen of it is 6 inch, but in total, I think it's about 7 or 8 inch inside.
Okay. Now that would be inches. So if it's more than one, it would be 6 inches.
Okay, inches.
Okay. All right. Carmen,
Okay, can you tell me what kind of Kindle is it?
what kind of
Uh,
Kindle it is? Switch it. What kind of Kindle it is?
What kind
Yep.
of Kindle it is?
It's the third generation.
Is it a
Mm,
Paperwhite?
no, it's not a
Okay.
paperwhite. It's just the classic one.
Okay then.
Yeah, it has the full keyboard on it.
Okay then. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, notice you guys how I changed or I corrected Carmen. Okay, because her question, okay, wasn't what kind of Kindle is it? Okay, her main question was, could you tell me?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when we say could you tell me at the very beginning, our next question is actually a statement. Could you tell me what kind of Kindle it is? Okay, typically I would say, what kind of Kindle is it? Okay, if that was my main question. But since I'm tagging it along to what kind, or could you tell me? That's my main question. Yeah, could you tell me what kind of Kindle it is? Okay, so in that case, we would not switch the subject and the verb. Okay, we'd keep it in a statement form. Okay, all right, very, very good. Okay, let's go to Daniel.
What color is it?
It's white.
Okay, any other colors? Do you have it in a case?
No, it doesn't have a case. It's totally white in the front and the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good, very good. Okay. All right, so now, are you planning on passing this down to other people? Are you planning on keeping it in your family for a while, or are you going to upgrade and get a new one when this one gets old?
Yeah, I think I will upgrade it into a new generation, the Paperwhite.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Paperwhite. I've got it, and it's wonderful. You should change it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Now, in for my object, this won't belong to me, but my mother will probably pass it down. Okay, my mother owns a collection of antique spoons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and these are spoons from around the world. Okay, from my great grandpa was a sailor. Okay, and he
Okay.
traveled to many different places throughout the world, and so he would always pick up spoons and these are silver spoons. Okay, so very nice small spoons for drinking tea. Okay, not the big ones. So these are
Okay.
spoons for tea, right? And so he would pick these up. And so my mother has a wooden box that has these antique spoons that was given to her by from her grandmother. So it was great grandmother to her to my grandma, and then it was given to my mother. Right, and she will probably pass it down to one of her daughters. Here in the next years, and again, it's a sentimental thing. It's interesting, just kind of like you guys who have had objects, okay, that have come from the past, how we connect with those, and when we look at that object, we think about, wow, you know, my grandpa had this, or my grandmother had this, or my father had this. It's the same exact thing. There's something about an object that existed in our family a long time ago that really kind of touches our heart, right? It's interesting. We go, wow, it has a sentimental value. And so that's the main item in our family. It's this set of spoons from around the world. Okay. All right, and let's see. Let's go to Carmen first. Carmen,
Yes.
first you get the first question. So you're asking me.
Oh, okay. You told me those were the, like coffee, tiny coffee spoons, like
Uh-huh.
teaspoons.
Yeah.
And why isn't your mother passing the wooden box on you instead of your sisters?
Because it mainly it because it went from grandmother to or great grandma to her daughter, and
Okay,
then
okay.
so it passed along to the daughters in the family, and it's
Okay, okay, I get you.
yeah, since my grandma was the oldest daughter, and my mother was the oldest daughter, my mom will probably pass it on to Emily, the oldest sister in my
Okay.
family. Yeah.
I get it.
Okay. Great. Okay, Danielle.
Um, yes. What is made out of?
Um, the spoons themselves are made out of silver. A lot of them have a picture or some sort of indentation about the country they are from at the very top of the spoon. And some have an engraving in the round part of the spoon itself. Okay, so some of them at the top it has ivory and maybe a picture of something. Okay, now the box itself is a cedar box that has doors that close on the top, and so it's a brown cedar box that was stained. It doesn't have any painting on it at all.
Nice.
Okay, Hugo.
Yeah. Actually, I'm sorry I didn't so get what you are talking about. So, what is it? Cleo,
Okay,
Cleo type its name Sport into the chat box.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it up here. So it's a collection. Uh, ooh, okay, collection of antique silver teaspoons. Okay, a collection of antique silver teaspoons. That's what it is.
Ah, okay.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right, very good. And Pablo, last question. Pablo, are you there? Nope. Okay. Very good. Any last questions for me before we end class?
No question.
Nope. Okay. Very good job. So, excellent job, everybody, in the class today. The questions that we had there are very useful. Okay, when asking people to describe things as well as giving descriptions, you guys did very well. Tomorrow we'll be going over the next chapter, so it's probably going to be chapter 12 in the book. But I think we're going to be meeting an hour earlier. Okay, so if you're available, come on in and check out the class. Okay, thanks guys. We'll
Okay.
see you.
Thank you. Have a
All right,
nice
bye
day
bye.
all. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.